Canada, we have a problem. We have a problem. And you probably know what I'm talking about. Have you filled up your tank recently? Then you know what I'm talking about. Gas prices have gone up, like all the way up. And one industry analyst says this will keep going through the summer. And that's what we're talking about today on #YourTake. How are gas prices affecting you? Mel, Kels, good morning. Thanks for joining me this morning. We were talking about this a little bit earlier. They're really affecting many families.
And the worst, well, the worst part is there's nothing you can do about it, right? When you have to commute, you have to commute. And it's all well and good to say, well, take transit or ride your bike. But what if you can't? I live 45 minutes away from Toronto and I commute at 2 a.m. Like, I'm not riding my bike and I'm not taking transit.
Well, I think you need to get up at midnight and start biking, obviously, Kels.
But it's the worst. It absolutely affects your budget. And when you're planning, especially for a family, a young family of 4, when you're buying meals and paying for school, it absolutely has an impact.
There are ripple effects. So let's take a look at the average price across this country, because right now we're sitting at an average price of $1.35 a liter. But take into account, this is 26 cents higher than it was at this time last year when we were averaging around $1.09. So we're actually really close, guys, to hitting an all-time high. Back in September of 2008, we hit an average high of $1.42. We're about 7 cents off from that. So you're probably wondering, you're sitting at home, you know, you're shaking your head, you're getting a little bit upset. Why is this happening? Well, there are two main factors. After talking with an analyst with GasBuddy.com, one of the things is that our dollar is really low against the greenback. And we know that a barrel of oil is priced in US dollars. So what happens when you buy that barrel of oil? Well, you're paying more. The other big thing is that we've seen an increase in taxes on gasoline. The biggest one, carbon taxes. So you factor in those two things together, plus a few other minor ones, and then you start to see gas prices start to rise on top of the annual thing that we start to see around this time of year.
So then it's the trade-off. Like, do you want a cleaner environment? Can you do that at the same time as deciding, wow, look at the gas prices and can I afford this? That's where policy hits the household, right? Like, we all want a better environment for our kids, for us, for the future. We want to save the planet. Goodness knows the planet needs saving. But do we want it so bad that we're going to say we need to curb our driving habits?
Right.
That's where the rubber hits the road.
It's an interesting point, but the question is to what end? So I want to take a look at some gas prices right across the country so you can compare where you live to what gas prices are in other parts of the country. So what you see in red is what your average gas price is today. What you see in black is what it was at this time last year. So Vancouver, we have now topped $1.60. That is 30 cents more than this time last year. In the prairies, you get a little bit of a break, but even in the PEG, 30 cents more than this time last year. Ottawa, Toronto, nearing the $1.40 mark. Montreal's already passed that. And even in the Maritimes, we're nearing $1.30. So this is having a real impact on the pocketbook. I talked about you want to count your coins, you want to save your coins. Well, the coins are going out of your pocketbook. Why? Because on average, Canadians consume about 48 liters of gas every single week.
For sure.
But with this rise in gas prices, we're talking now $12.48 a week. When you factor in that for the rest of the year, if this continues, we're looking at a family paying at least $650 more by the end of the year. So take that in. Per vehicle. Exactly. So now you're talking about summer trips that people want to go on.
You know what I was doing? This is what I was doing over the weekend. I was going to plan an RV trip to Eastern Canada.
For an RV? Oh, my gosh.
For the RV, and this was going to be a big family caravan. It was going to be so much fun. They do it in the movies. It looks like it's a great trip. And I wanted to see Eastern Canada.
So it's really affecting you.
And now I'm like, I don't know if that's the right way to go.
Well, that's the question for us, Canada. Listen up here. Come chime in. Use the #YourTake. How are gas prices affecting you? Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Get there or be square. We'll see you soon.